Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stage 2 of the Metaverse. I'm Lucas. I will be hosting the stage for you in the morning. But as we are a few minutes delayed, I will just get to it. So without further ado, Katarzyna, please, stage is yours.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and kicking off this track with you guys. I will do my best to keep this session energized and as interactive as possible, even though it doesn't feel like speaking to the computer, knowing you guys are there. So as it was mentioned, my name is Katarzyna Czubak, and I currently work at RTB House as account-based marketing manager. Although I used to work in Switzerland, in Zurich, so I assume many of you are from there. And I worked very close to the organizer's office, so I hanged out there a lot. And I regret I can't be there physically now. I'm speaking to you from Warsaw because I love this place and I love coming back there. So maybe next time I'll be able to join either as a participant or as a speaker physically. Hopefully next year, 2021 will be better. Moving on, as I'll try to keep it as the minimum level of interaction, I would like you to go to slido.com and enter code 3586 and tell me what is your role and job title. So I know whether I speak to marketers or salespeople or project managers, IT guys. This should work. So if you can open on your tab or on your mobile, slido.com and enter 3586. That would be very helpful for me to know who am I talking to. Are you guys really there? Can wait a few seconds. I'll double check also my computer if it works. It should. Whoop. Yes, we have CRM managers, category managers, business CRM managers. Wow, many category managers and account managers and product managers. Nice, CMO, UX researchers. Wow, diverse crowd. Account managers, category managers. Okay, lots of product people I can see and account people, UX people, some marketers, not too many marketers, interesting. Product designers, wow. Okay, fantastic. 5 more seconds as we are short on time. Okay, biggest representation of product managers, nice. And product designers, account managers, wow, okay. Amazing. But maybe not all of you had the chance to type in. I assume there are more of you, but 56 people already, it's a lot. So it gives me some sense on who is my audience. So moving on, why am I talking about account-based marketing? It's because 76% of companies say that account-based marketing delivers higher return on investment compared to traditional marketing. I mean, this is a survey that was done among B2B marketers. So it does apply to B2B marketing. And this is what we will be focusing on at today's session. One more question to you guys, using the same code. So if you opened your tab or your mobile, you can use the same one. Can you tell me, is it the first time that you hear about account-based marketing? If it's a yes, type yes. If it's a no, you heard about it, you want to find out more, just type in no. No, so for one person heard about account-based marketing. Yes, another, okay. Yes, first time. Okay. Okay, most of you at this point heard about it from the first time, which is good. It doesn't seem to be that popular in Europe, especially. I was at the big event for account-based marketers last week, and I don't know, like from my observation on the sessions and workshops, like more than 90% people were from the US, not too many Europeans there. Okay, so more than half of you heard about account-based marketing for the first time. So I will make a short intro to what you might know already about traditional marketing funnel and how account-based funnel differs. So when we look at traditional funnel, what most of you probably know, we are collecting or doing lead gen generating awareness where more people are in our funnel and taking them down through interest consideration to the purchase. In B2B marketing, because we know exactly who our potential customers are, and there's limited number of them, we first identify who they are. And then we expand their network, and then we engage them using the same marketing tools and channels that we know from so-called traditional marketing. And then we really take care about this relationship to make sure that we build this relationship so these people can advocate, be our advocates in their organization, but also to their peers and our other potential customers. So the funnel is a little bit flipped. So we first narrow it down and then we expand, which is the other way around from a traditional funnel. Today I'll be talking about specific type of account-based marketing because, as you can see on this on another graph, we have 3 types of account-based marketing, and they differ from investment per account and return on investment per account. So the programmatic account-based marketing, the one-to-many accounts, we have then account-based marketing light, one-to-few accounts, so we narrow it down, and strategic account-based marketing, where we focus on one specific account for one specific campaign. And this is what I will be talking about today, because this is what I do at work. This is where I have my best expertise. And in strategic ABM, the investment is the highest. There's no surprise. We are not trying to hide it, but also the return on investment per account can be the highest. So sometimes one account can bring us as much revenue as, for example, entire small market. And that's how we are treating it. So this is about why. Why. Now moving into how. So what are the steps necessary to run a successful one-to-one ABM campaign? There are 7 of them. You can see them now on the screen. And in the next part of the session, I will explain a little bit more which of these steps, from learning what's driving an account to evaluating plans, evaluating results, and updating plans means, and what it is about. So the step 1. Learning what's driving the account. What's important here is we do a really, really thorough research. And by thorough research, I mean, it can be, in my case, a slide deck from 30 to 100 pages about one specific account or like prospect account. So we are looking at company overview, trying to understand what is their product about, what is the company about, what is their financial situation, what are their customers, so who they care about the most. Then in my case, because RTB House does programmatic advertising, I will look at what is their current and marketing and advertising strategy. So how this prospect advertises, how do they market? This will be very important for me to understand that. Then I will look at recent news. So what this company, this prospect, or people working there write about, how do they communicate? What is their style of communication? What media talks about them? Is there anything specific that is currently important? Maybe they are going public, maybe they are launching new products. So all these things are very important. I also immediately set up all the social media listening tools to make sure I get all the freshly updated information about this prospect. Then I will look at top executives. Who are these people? What kind of people they are? What is there anything they have in common with each other? Maybe they graduated from the same university. So how do they how did they meet? Is there anything they have in common, and who they are? So this will be very important for me to understand what kind of leadership style also there is in the company. Then I will look at wider market overview. So looking at the whole industry. So if we're talking fashion industry, like what are their competitors? What these people, who they care about. So what are also the trends for this industry? What are the predictions? What are the challenges? To understand what's in their head, like what they worry about when they have their executive meetings. Also competition. So look at their competition, as I mentioned. Also, I will look at CRM and what's the current contact stage. Do we have some history of relationship with this prospect? Are there any people on LinkedIn that are connected to anyone in this company that I might reach out to and ask for some info that I might be missing from the desk research? And then future outlook. So what is this company looking for? What are the challenges that might be affecting them? What are the key elements of their strategy that they are currently focusing on. Then I'll move into step 2, which is again still nothing about my USP, my company's USPs. I'll be looking at imperatives, so major dynamic challenges or trends that has been or will have significant impact on my prospects' ability to achieve their strategic goals. So now, obviously, every company will have some pandemic somewhere in their imperatives, or digitalization. So many different things that are happening in the company, but also in the outside world that affect the company or impact it in the positive way. And then I will look at initiatives, so activities or set of activities planned or being executed already by the company in direct response to those challenges or trends that are affecting or impacting them. So I'm still trying to understand to put myself in their shoes. Then I will look at stakeholders. I already mentioned that before on the research part, but this is really important to understand who is my decision maker, who are the people who have significant influence on this person, so their peers, consultants, suppliers, mentors, and some influence, so bloggers, podcasters, some institutions like think tanks or professional associations to really build. So like when I started from this one person to expand this network to understand who is influencing their decisions, so I can take it into account when I build a campaign for this specific account. Step 4 is when we finally move to our product or service. So this is when we are looking at what is the company about? We are in their shoes. What are their struggles or what are the trends they are taking advantage of? And looking at our product or service and think, okay, which elements of what we have can really respond to their need to help them achieve their strategic goals, to make sure that whenever we come to them, we are also on top of their agenda because we are directly helping them achieve what is strategic for them. On the step 5, knowing what they are about and what we want to offer, we can finally start planning sales, integrated sales, and a marketing campaign. So there are different tools. I mean, of course, all the available you might have ever heard of from the marketing spectrum, but also from the sales spectrum or even account management spectrum. So we try to put it together into one big plan. Here you can see a list of different activities that are, according to research, the most efficient. Of course, the most efficient one is face-to-face meeting of a salesperson. So it's not really typically what marketing would do or care about, but we definitely want to put it somewhere in the roadmap to make sure, because this is the most efficient and this is what will help us close this deal. And they are listed here from the most efficient one to the least one, at least from the research by ITSMA, this organization that I highly recommend. And then there are things like direct mail, podcasts, webinars, workshops, so many things that we might take into consideration when planning this campaign. And when looking at this campaign, it's really a long-term set of activities orchestrated between sales, marketing, and account management. So from the very first research, identifying who is our target person, going through the research, then building campaign, then executing campaign, and maintaining the relationship. We want to have it all in one bigger plan where everyone is informed and about what's the current status of this relationship, or where we are trying to get. And it's usually more than 1 quarter. It's usually like 6 months, even to longer, to 1 year, or to even 2 years. The next step is evaluating results and updating plans. And because it's such a long-term project, the metrics are divided into reputation, relationships, in revenue. So reputation is what we would typically measure in the very first stage when we are not yet they are not yet our clients. So even things like opening our email or downloading a report would be a success metrics, because we want to know that we are progressing. Because if it's a long-term project, it's very easy to lose the context or lose motivation. Then on the relationship level, of course, there will be things like getting a meeting, securing a meeting, or having a successful meeting. And on the revenue, signing a deal or upscaling. So all these metrics are happening along the way. One quick case study from our research work. So the challenge was that for more than a year, one of the most important prospects from the fashion industry has not responded to any of the sales attempts to get in touch. And this was tricky for us because fashion is what RTB House is really good at. Our product is working really well for fashion. We have a lot of collateral explaining how we can help in companies from the fashion industry. So we were surprised that we are not able to get a meeting with this company. So what the goal was to increase CMOs' awareness of RTB House and our products, communicate the values, and raise interest in a potential conversation. So after doing research, talking to people in the company, we realized that the CMO likes the out-of-the-box phrase. So what we created this personally delivered handmade box, and the copy also somehow incorporated the out-of-the-box phrase that the CMO liked to use on social media and in the interviews. And the box included a URL and login credentials for a landing page that was also personally designed. There was a video message from a salesperson, and it was very personalized, very nicely done. And the result was super positive, because we received shortly after a direct reply with a thank you note and an insight about prospects' current strategic situation and an invitation for a conversation with their media team. So we managed to secure that within several weeks, which was a great success of such campaign. And that's it for today, from me today. If you want to, if you have some questions, feel free to reach me on LinkedIn or my email, Katarzyna Czubak. You can find me there. Thank you so much.